Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. Guys, in this video we have a good news from Cognizant that Cognizant has finally started its hiring for 2025 batch for GenC role again. Okay, so in this video we are going to see the complete process, okay, that for what different roles it is hiring. Basically it is hiring for 3 different roles and for 3 different salary packages. We will be seeing every small minute details so that you will short get your assessment email soon, and then how can you pass your assessments and get the job easily. I will be also sharing the preparation material and everything that you need to follow for this assessment. Okay, before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I regularly post these kinds of helpful off-campus drives for all of you on regular basis. Guys, you can see currently many other companies like TCS, Accenture, Capgemini, Genpact all are hiring. Make sure to apply for those drives as well. Let's get started with today's video. But before that, I just want to let you know that if you are not aware, I have already created a Cognizant prep playlist on my channel. This is specific to GenC hiring. Whatever the assessment questions that were actually asked in your GenC assessments are all covered in this playlist. Make sure to check it once you receive your assessment emails, because the chances are very high that you will get the same questions that are covered in this playlist. Okay, so first let's look at the off-campus hiring for today, which is from Cognizant. So Cognizant has announced its fresher hiring for 2025 engineering graduates for 3 different roles, that is GenC Next, GenC Pro and GenC. It is a pan-India location drive, so you can see the location are different mentioned here. Let's see more details about this job. So application deadline they have mentioned is 15th of April 2025, but the chances are very high that they will extend this hiring, but I won't suggest you that wait for much time. Just apply as soon as possible, okay, because the chances of getting shortlisted is very high as soon as you apply. Okay, the CTC that the company is providing for this role is 4 LPA to 6.75 LPA. Basically there are 3 roles, so that is why this range. We will see the exact amount that they are paying or the salary that they are providing for a specific role. We will see all of that in a minute. So here is the complete job description, what you need to do. So guys, this is a fresher level drive, so you don't have to worry about anything. Whatever you need to do, you will be basically trained on that, so don't worry about that and just apply it and appear for the assessments. What is the eligibility criteria? So you should be a pass out of 2025 batch and you should have done BE, BTech, ME, MTech. All are eligible to apply. Only streams like leather technology, food technology, fashion technology are excluded, which means they cannot apply. Apart from that, if you have done your BE, BTech, ME, MTech from any branch, any level, you can definitely apply. Students should possess consistent academic record with minimum 60% in your 10th, 12th and your undergraduation, which means you should have more than 60% in 10th, 12th and your UG, which means your BTech or something. See, even 59.9% is also not allowed, so make sure that you have it proper. Okay, the marking criteria is proper and all the other criteria are given. I will be giving you the link of this page in the description box. Please give it a complete read thoroughly. Okay, and mandatory documents for registration they have mentioned is resume attached with latest passport size photograph, industry accredited certificate if available to be uploaded mandatorily. So if you have any good relevant certifications, make sure to upload it, because that increases your chances of getting selected. And even while uploading the resume, make sure that you have a passport size photograph on it. Don't upload your resume without passport size photograph, because we have seen previously also without passport size photograph resume sometimes get rejected and you don't get the assessment emails. Okay, let's now move on and see the more details about this job. See, this is 2025 fresher hiring for engineering graduates. See, they are hiring for 3 different roles, that is GenC Next, for which they are hiring the highest package, which is 6.75 LPA. Okay, 6.75 lakh per annum. Then they have one more role, which is GenC Pro, for which they are providing 5.4 lakh per annum, and then the basic role, which is GenC 4 lakh per annum. Now guys, you must be confused that are they taking separate examinations for separate roles, or how they will decide who will get which role. So guys, what happens is all will get the same assessments initially. Okay, and then there will be initially 3 assessments. Okay, first is your communication assessment, then is your aptitude assessment, and then third one is your technical assessment. Now based on the performance of all these 3 assessments, candidates are shortlisted for different categories for interviews. Like if someone has if someone has performed very good in all these 3 assessments, then they will get a GenC Next role, and then they will get the email for that, you are shortlisted for a GenC Next role. In the similar way, if you have average or mid performance, then you will be shortlisted for a GenC Pro, and then if you have a basic performance, then you will get 4 LPA package, and then if your performance is very poor, then you will get rejected also. So this is the basic criteria that they follow. Okay, let's see more details about this hiring process. See, so the currently registrations are open, okay, from 9th of April, and what will happen is, first of all, you are registering right now, right, by uploading your resume. So your resume will get screened, okay, and after your resume get screened, you will get your first assessment, which will be your communication round, which will happen on 17th of April. Now guys, if any one of you who is not aware what is communication assessment, how can you prepare for it, I just have already mentioned you that you have to come to this playlist and you have to see this communication videos, okay, communication assessment videos. You will get exactly same questions which I have covered in this video, because these videos were created from the questions which have been asked in your communication assessment. So these are very important for all of you. Next is a round 2. In round 2, you will have 2 assessments basically in this is called as round 2, but your exam will be 1, okay. I'll tell you what will happen. First is your aptitude assessment that will happen. In aptitude assessment, then you will have quantitative aptitude, gamified aptitude, that sort of question. This is one assessment, and then you will have third assessment, which is your technical assessment. Okay, in technical assessment, you will be having questions based on clusters. I will be telling you what is cluster also. So there are 3 cluster 1, cluster 2, and cluster 3. In that you will have questions based on MySQL, then cloud computing, and then HTML, CSS, all such things. Okay. And once you appear for all these 3 assessments, that is communication, aptitude, and technical, then based on your performance, all shortlisted candidates will be notified on the hiring category for interview. So before your interview, you will be knowing that which role you are getting interviewed for, and then your technical interview will happen, and once you get selected, you will get your letter of intent, which is your offer letter from Cognizant. Now the important thing is, for example, see, once you complete your communication assessment, then is your next is what? Aptitude assessment. So you will get all the aptitude related videos also in this playlist. Once you complete your aptitude assessment, then is your what? Technical assessment. So you will get all the technical assessment videos also here. See, technical assessment, previous year questions, SQL, okay. So all these videos are created in this such a way, and once you complete all the 3 assessments, then you will get the videos for your technical interview. So this is like a must watch playlist for anyone who is preparing for their Cognizant assessments. Okay, let's see if there is any more information. So let's first of all quickly look at the eligibility criteria for this job. So 2025 batch of specific BE, BTech, ME, MTech are eligible to apply, and we have also seen which streams are not eligible to apply. Students should possess 60% in 10th, 12th, diploma, UG and PG. Students with standing arrears are not eligible. Appropriate CGPA to percentage conversion to be considered as per university norms. Flexibility to work from any Cognizant office location is in a given shift timing, and technology is mandatory, open to Indian nationals. Mandatory documents they have already mentioned, resume and certificates. If you have any, then you have to upload that. Mandatory documents for onboarding are also given, so make sure you have all. If not, then you should get it prepared. Okay, and then as I told you, for technical assessments there are cluster based. Okay, so you should select any cluster. For example, here there is cluster 1. If you select cluster 1, then you will have Java, SQL, HTML, CSS and JavaScript based questions, and here it is clearly mentioned that 85% of the questions will be on Java and SQL. If you select for cluster 2, you will get Python, ANSI, SQL, Cloud Fundamentals, and 85% questions will be on Python and SQL. In the same way, if you select for cluster 3, you will get C#, SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and 85% questions will be from C# and ANSI, SQL. Now guys, you have to understand one thing, that they have mentioned that by default, the cluster 1 will be allocated. See, first point, if you will read, skill cluster 1 is the default cluster for technical assessment, and candidates will be evaluated on Java, ANSI, SQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, which means if you don't select any cluster, then you will be getting cluster 1. That is what they have mentioned. Okay, that is the default cluster, but they have also mentioned one more thing, that kindly note that the final decision of mapping cluster for technical assessment is at the sole discretion of Cognizant. If you are selected, you should be flexible to learn any skills areas during training based on business demand. What does this mean? Because I am telling you now itself, you will get a lot of queries later on when you will get the assessment emails. For example, right now while registering, you might have registered for cluster 3, but you might get the assessment email for cluster 1 or cluster 2 also, because they have mentioned they are giving you a chance to select, but the final decision of cluster allotment will be theirs. So you should not consider fine as the, like, the cluster which you are registering for is your final cluster. No, it is not like that. That is just an option given to you, but the final decision will be theirs. Okay, and you can get to know before your actual assessment that what cluster you have received. You can see in your superset profile also, or you 1 day before or 2 days before, when you will get your assessment email, in that there will be a link, okay, to start the assessment. You can just click on that assessment. On the first screen it will be written. You don't have to start the actual assessment. Just by clicking on that link you will get to know which cluster you have been assigned to. In this way you can understand. Okay, so guys, don't worry, I will be posting regular videos for this hiring. Okay, whenever like for example around 17 when you will have your communication assessment, I will post video around that. And then again for 21 when there will be aptitude assessment, I will post preparation videos at that time also. So you just don't have to do anything. You just have to subscribe to the channel so that you will not miss on any of the important updates whenever there is any particular hiring going on. So that's all for this video. I think I have tried to cover everything. If you have any more doubts, you can ask me in the comment section, and to see more such videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.